All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington Redskins and the New York Jets. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Carr to throw on 2nd down. Throw right side, going to be complete to Moss. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Carr now on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Carr will try it again on 2nd down. Dancing to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Richardson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a 1st down as well. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. There he goes inside the 30. Touchdown, Washington! Darius Geis, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins have taken a first-quarter lead. You talk about explosion plays. There's one pretty much right out of the gate.
And now they get to ride a wave of emotion, momentum, everything. Just as you described, right out of the gate, big sprint, touchdown. They're excited. But on the other side, they've got to guard against a major letdown because they hit them right in the gut with that one. And now you start to question yourself a little bit when you give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. A first down throw, Darnold. Space to maneuver at the 40. And this one hauled in by Will Tye. And all the way up to the 45-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. A first carry for Trenton Cannon. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On first down, it's Darnold. A little dump off for Corral. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains. Darnold on first down. Going underneath for Corral. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Give him 7 on the play, and it's a 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Trenton Cannon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Jason Myers now for the extra point. Extra point up and through by Myers. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game. These days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, and they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Well, Jumbo. Low.
Now Carr throwing on second down. He'll check it down to Geis. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Brandon Copeland in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Hey, 734.
From the gun, it's Carr. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
6-18.
Shotgun now for Carr. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down.
Get down, get down. 185.
They'll go for it. It's Carr. Throw left side complete. It's Richardson. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
637.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Carr on the right side, Reed. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. And that one results in 35 yards. Geis, they'll try to run it. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
On the ground, Geis. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. They converted once earlier on this opening drive, but now comes a big test. 4th and goal. Throwing now is Carr. And that is going to be incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Jets are going to get the football back. And now out come the Jets. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
From the end zone, here's Darnold. And no forward progress here. This is going to be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come up to 6.
That's a lot of points. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And he stopped immediately there. Big Leonard Williams there on the stop. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Get set.
On 2nd down, here's Carr. Flushed out right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Darren Lee in there to drop him for a loss on the play. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now Carr. That'll be caught right side by Reed. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Carr now on 1st down. Now he'll escape to his right, and he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout.
Hey, Purdue! We're good. Lie down.
To throw on second down. Carr. He's going to fire one deep over. This is caught inside the 15. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A gain of 39 that time.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Carr going to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Paul Richardson, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
On 1st and 10, Darnold got his man, Robbie Anderson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. On 1st down, Darnold. He's going to launch this thing into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke, and his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half. And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. And all they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting. Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Carr. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. 2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing. A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Carr now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Carr. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while. What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. Complete. That's Richardson. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And Hopkins' kick is good. So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Redskins who have the lead here. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Meanwhile, checking in on what's going on in Baltimore. And the Steelers there out to an early lead. I would definitely imagine we'll hear more from that game as we go along. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. A shotgun snap for Darnold. Hauled in by Anderson, left side. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Green, 39.
Darnold from the gun. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Anderson. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. To throw is Darnold. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
To the air again, Darnold. Throw left side complete. That's Anderson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
A first down throw, Darnold. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Anderson. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. Got the guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
On second down, Darnold. Throw left side complete. It's Anderson. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ball game, and he's got a first down. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Darnold now to throw. Floating one, incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal.
56. Set. Green 39. Green 39.
Darnold. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Robbie Anderson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jets have made this a one-score game. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Here's Myers now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So now we look at the Redskins offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Yeah, get a little closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
On first down, Carr. And he drops this off to Thompson, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll make it second down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Carr throwing on second down. He's got a man, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And that one results in 35 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On first down, this is Geis. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 more there and another first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Back to the ground on first, it's Geis. And they're working inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Guys showing he's going to be an important part of this Redskin backfield as he's in there again for first down. Into the red zone, it's Carr. Eluding the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, here we go.
After the interception, here's Darnold. Hits his target, the tight end, Will Tye. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down. And now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, first and 10.
Gun! Set! 3-19! 3-19!
Darnold on first down. It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the fourth quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. On first down, it's Darnold. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Checking things elsewhere. Third quarter now from U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The Chiefs continue to add on. They're really rolling. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. This quarterback now 14 out of 17, 82%. And it's first and 10. Throwing again is Darnold. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Here now is second and 10, again from the 41.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
On second and 10, Darnold. And he fires one that's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. He was looking for a Newday there. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
694!
Now after the INT, it's Carr. And this one is incomplete.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. So the solid run on 1st, and I would imagine no real hurry to run that 2nd down play.
No, it's all in your quarterback now. He's going to keep an eye on the play clock and bleed things down, and he's not going to let the ball be snapped until it's inside 3 seconds left on the play clock. Unless, of course, you're playing a video game and trying to run it up on your own.
Nice touch. Cold-blooded, too. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now, to stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far, and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense play,
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Darius Geis with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Redskins capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense.
He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but to show them a lot of different looks. And they did that in the first half. Different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
To throw on 2nd down is Darnold. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
3rd and long. It's Darnold. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. 4th down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Darnold to throw again. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Ryan Kerrigan in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Gun! 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 Gun!
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed.
Blue 90! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Reuben Foster picks it, and they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Geis receives the pitch. And a solid run down inside the 30. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They stay on the ground. Geis again. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Now after the run by Geis, here's 1st and 10. They'll hand it down to Geis. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling, and this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Now, 185.
They'll try and get it with Geis. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
That was a terrific job by the defense stopping them on 3rd and short. But sometimes you get some visual cues from the offense because when they're going in short yard situations, you might see the offensive line come in tighter together, a little more shoulder to shoulder, trying to wedge a hole in the middle. They didn't get it done on that play.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Washington, it'll be a .500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll sink now to 0-4. And fortunately for them, they'll have the early bye next week as they return to action in Week 6. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.